So far in this Flexbox series, we've gotten through a bunch of the properties available on a Flex container. We looked at Flex Direction, we looked at Justify Content, and we looked at Flex Wrap. Well, in this video, we're going to move on to Align Items, another very important property available to Flex containers. And this one is all about distributing child items along the cross-axis. So, whereas we saw previously with Justify Content, that one was concerned with distributing child items along the main axis, Align Items is very similar, but just deals with that perpendicular cross-axis. So let's get into it and see the various values we have available to us with Align Items. So starting off here, if you haven't been following from the previous videos, let's just go over very quickly what we have going on in our markup. So on the left side, here on the bottom of the screen, we have our HTML setup, and basically all that we have is this outer parent div with a class of parent, and inside of it, we have 4 child divs, each with a class of child, with some text content just so we can clearly see which one is which. Now in our CSS file here on the right, we've set up a display of Flex on the parent div, so that's the Flex container. And then for each of those child divs with a class of child, those are going to be the Flex items inside of the parent container div. Now, if you saw the video on Justify Content, you'll know that by default, Justify Content is set to a value of row. So we haven't explicitly set it here, but still the Flex items are lined up in a row. And that is our main axis. And that's important to know because Align Items is going to work with distributing these child items along the cross-axis. So in this case, that's going to be going as a column. So the first thing to know about Align Items is that by default, it's set to a value of stretch. And as you can see here, all 4 of these child items are stretching to fill the entire height of the container, 100 pixels here. And this is something that I showed in the previous video where I changed the height from 100 to 300 pixels. I saved, and then we saw that by default, these child items are stretching to fill the entire cross-axis. But just to verify that, let's come into the parent container rule, and let's create an Align Items property. And let's set that to stretch, and let's save. And we can see there's no difference here. We can set it to 200 pixels for the height, and we can see that the behavior is exactly the same. These child items are still stretching to fill the entire height. So we've seen the value of stretch for Align Items. And by the way, there are 5 different values that we can use for Align Items. And if you learned about Justify Content, then you'll already be familiar with the next 3 that we're going to talk about, which are Center, Flex Start, and Flex End. And really, they work exactly the same as they do for Justify Content. So we should be able to get through these pretty quickly. Let's start out by taking a look at Align Item Center. So let's come into our CSS, and instead of a value of stretch, let's give it a value of center, and save it. And now we can see that all those child items are no longer stretching across the entire cross-axis, but are centered along the cross-axis. And notice how narrow they all are, in terms of height that is. And that's because the height of all these child items is just enough to wrap around the text content. So now let's go ahead and let's try Flex Start. So we'll say Align Items, Flex Start, and we'll save. And as you might have guessed, all of those child items, they move to the start of the cross-axis, which is up here. And let's go ahead and do Flex End. So Align Items, Flex End. And of course, all those child items have moved to the end of the cross-axis, which is here on the bottom. One very useful thing that you can do now, with your knowledge of both Justify Content and Align Items, is to very quickly center an item right in the middle of a container. So both horizontally and vertically. So let's check that out really quick. Let's just leave ourselves with 1 child item. We'll just leave the first one, so we'll comment out these 3. And then if we save, we see we have that 1. Right now, Align Items is set to Flex End, but as we learned, we can set that to center, and that'll center it right along the cross-axis. So we'll do Align Item Center and save. And now we can see that it's centered here along the cross-axis. And as you know with Justify Content, we can center as well along the main axis horizontally. So we have Justify Content Center, Align Item Center, and then if we save, just with those 2 properties, we can quickly center this child item perfectly in the middle of this parent container.
Woohoo!
Cool, so now we're coming to the last value that we can use with Align Items, and that is called baseline. And what do we mean by baseline? Well, baseline is a typography term, And as we can see, it's the line upon which most letters sit and below which descenders extend. So basically, this is going to be a really good one to use when you're concerned with aligning the text content in an item. But let's take a look at it so we can really understand it. Let's bring back those other 3 child divs so that we have a total of 4 again. All right, and let's just comment out the align items that we had previously. So we're back to that default of stretch. And in order to see how align items baseline works, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make the text of one of the child items be a little bit different. So I'm just going to pick this third one here. So in order to do that, what I can do is I can come into my CSS and I can target that third one. I'll use nth child. And if you're not familiar with nth child or nth of type, I do have a video here on the channel that you can check out. So we say dot child, and then we'll say nth child, and we'll say nth child 3. And then what we can do is we can set the font size of that one to be much larger. We'll say 3 rems. So as you can see, that third one got much larger in font size. And I wanted to do that so I could throw the baseline off between these child elements. So the baseline for this third one would be here, approximately. And the baseline of these other ones would be here. So let's say that we did want the baseline of all this text content to be in alignment. Well, we can come in and we can set align items on the parent and give it a value of baseline. And now let's save. And check out now how all of them are aligned by the bottom of their text content. So basically, here's the baseline. And that does it for align items. We saw the 5 values that you can use, the default of stretch. We saw center, flex start, and flex end, which we have with justify content as well. And then we looked at baseline for aligning the items basically by their text content, or the baseline of their text content. So thanks for checking out this video, and stay tuned for the next one in this Flexbox series.